Jake, just that thing to the fact. You got a YouTuber fighting the greatest fighter that ever lived.
People needed you. That Mike Tyson had to be a part of this in order for this room to be filled this way.
Mike Tyson just clowned Jake Paul in a new press conference for the athlete's highly anticipated upcoming Clash of the Eras on November 15, 2024 at the AT&T Arena. The two titans of the ring just faced off in a press conference that was nothing short of explosive. In an event that left the entire fight world stunned, Mike Tyson just tore into the YouTuber turned boxer with a level of savage humor we haven't seen before. Mike was all, "This is gonna be a painful night for you, kid," with that cold, hard stare, and the crowd was having a field day dissing Paul. The boxing legend clowned Jake with the usual YouTuber diss and his infamous sinister laugh. Make sure to stick around, because you won't believe what else Tyson had to say. So it finally happened, and Jake Paul and Mike Tyson went toe-to-toe again for another heated press conference. Remember that first press conference they had in Texas earlier this year? Well, this one was even more electric. Tyson didn't hold back one bit. He absolutely annihilated Jake with words. I mean, the guy's got a chance to finish the job in the ring with his hands, so why not verbally destroy him now, right? The crowd was going crazy, the energy was off the charts. Fight fans have been waiting for this kind of face-off. This matchup is everything but bland, and it's keeping the whole fight world on the edge of their seats. And let me tell you, there was some serious tension between these two. It almost got physical a couple of times. We're gonna dive deeper into that later in the video, but for now, just know that things got heated. Real heated.
Your name. He says you're taking this fight only to continue to puff up the YouTuber sort of image of yours. What are your thoughts about that?
Keep going.
Get this, Jake, being Jake, hit it off by making big talk at the press conference. The problem child was on another level of delusional at this press conference. The guy was actually comparing himself to legends like Muhammad Ali, and the crowd was raising eyebrows at his claims. Plus, Mike Tyson was not having it. His face was like, "Are you serious, kid?" The boxing legend was straight up furious that Jake even thought his name belonged in the same sentence as the greats. I mean, Jake's a YouTuber turned boxer, and here he is talking like he's the next Ali. Now, Muhammad Ali wasn't just a boxer, he was a cultural icon. He redefined the sport. His speed, his footwork, his incredible chin, it was all legendary. And how can we even forget that iconic Rumble in the Jungle or the Thrilla in Manila? Those were epic fights that changed boxing forever. Jake's orchestrated charades are nothing compared to those. Plus, Ali was a true sportsman. He stood up for what he believed in, even when it cost him his title. He was a role model, not just a fighter. Now, let's talk about Jake Paul. Don't get me wrong, the guy can throw some punches. But let's be real. He's in this game for the fame and the money. He's fought some decent opponents like Anderson Silva and Tommy Fury, but none of them are on the same level as Ali's. Ali fought the absolute best of his era. Guys like Sonny Liston, Joe Frazier, and George Foreman, legends of the sport. Jake? He's fighting retired MMA guys and other YouTubers. There's a huge difference. Ali was about legacy, about being the greatest. Jake seems more focused on his next Instagram post. So, of course, Tyson went off on him, calling him all talk and no show. Iron Mike was like, "Where's your Ali moment, Jake? Who have you fought that's even close to that level?" Mike Tyson was not here for Jake Paul's bullshot. The Iron Mike came in with one mission, to warn Jake, and boy, did he deliver. He straight up told Jake that his health depended on this fight.
Be in shape, be in good shape, because your health depends on it.
Let's get one thing straight, Iron Mike is a one-man wrecking ball. Tyson's got those hands, and we all know what he can do. We're talking about a guy who could knock people out with a jab, a hook, an uppercut, you name it. His power is insane. Remember when he dropped Michael Spinks in 2 rounds? Or how about that devastating knockout of Trevor Berbick? Tyson's punches had incredible kinetic energy. It's like he was throwing grenades. And let's not forget that he's the guy who bit off an ear in the ring. That's how savage he is. Jake Paul is literally putting his health on the line, stepping into the ring with him. The problem child is in for a rude awakening. Tyson completely humiliated him, telling him to keep his big mouth shut.
Every time these fighters sit across from me, and it's YouTuber, it's Disney TV channel, all that shit, and then you end up on the canvas.
Yeah, Jake's all like, I'll send Tyson crashing onto the canvas. And if anything, this gave fight fans a good laugh. I mean, Jake has completely lost it. He's roaming around, acting like he's the king of the boxing world just because he bagged a KO win last month. You haven't been in the loop? Let me bring you up to speed. Jake stepped into the ring with Mike Perry last month on July 20th, 2024. The two fighters faced off in Tampa, Florida, where the problem child picked up a sixth-round KO win against the bare-knuckle brawler. The fight world didn't sing Paul any praise for this win because it was clearly a mismatch and another case of Jake cherry-picking opponents to come out on top with ease. Tyson, on the other hand, is a legend. He's a Hall of Famer who redefined the sport. His power, speed, and technique were unmatched. Jake needs to wake up and realize who he's dealing with. Tyson is a different beast entirely. Now, Jake Paul has always been all bark, no bite. The guy's built his entire career on talking trash and calling out bigger names. His biggest weapon isn't his fists, it's his mouth. He loves being in the spotlight, stirring up drama, and saying outrageous stuff. So, a press conference should have been his natural habitat, right? I mean, all he does is talk, so being in front of 1 million people, getting all the attention, that's his bread and butter. Press conferences are usually where fighters hype up the fight, talk trash, and build anticipation. It's a chance to get in your opponent's head and let your personality shine. For Jake, it should have been a walk in the park. But this press conference was a total disaster for him. It was like he walked into a lion's den and started barking. Tyson completely shut him down. It was embarrassing to watch. Yeah, the crowd reaction when Jake walked out was ice cold. It was like he'd entered a ghost town. No cheers, no boos, just dead silence. Meanwhile, when Mike Tyson stepped into the arena, the place erupted. The whole place was chanting his name. You could feel the electricity in the air. Jake's used to being the main attraction in all of his matchups. His massive YouTube following has turned him into a boxing star. But when he's standing next to a legend like Tyson, he's just a small fish in a big pond. The problem child didn't take the crowd booing him too well. He started going off, trying to fire back at the fans. It was like he was trying to prove a point or something. He was shouting into the mic, talking about how he's the future of boxing and how all these old school fans don't get it. But honestly, it just made him look even smaller.
In history, this is what it's all about for me, man. I'm a kid from Ohio. And New York, shut the New York. And boo yourselves. Boo yourselves, New York. And New York, New York, New York, you're just like Mike Tyson. You were good 20 years ago. New York. Dumbass Democrats.
The contrast was insane. Every eye was on Tyson, every cheer was for Tyson. Jake looked like a deer in headlights. He's probably been counting on his fan base to carry him through this fight, but the reality is, when it comes to boxing, people respect greatness. And let's be real, Tyson is the definition of greatness. Jake might be thinking he can pull off an upset because Tyson is older, but underestimating a legend like that is the biggest mistake he could make. Yeah, let's talk about Mike Tyson's age. Yeah, he's 58, pushing 60, but don't let that fool you. This guy is in incredible shape. He's been training like a madman, and it shows. His power is still there. It's like he's frozen time. We're talking explosive punches with insane knockout potential. His stamina is ridiculous. He's got the cardio of a 20-year-old. And his physique? Forget about it. The dude is jacked. Tyson has never really stopped training. He's been in the gym consistently, keeping his body in peak condition. That's why he looks so good. Plus, he's using all this new tech like cryotherapy, hyperbaric chambers, and all sorts of crazy training methods. He's even posted videos of himself training, and it's scary. The guy looks like a machine. Well, the press conference was straight up insane. The tension between Tyson and Jake was thick, you could cut it with a knife. The back and forth was intense, with both guys trading insults and threats. You could feel the hate between them. And the whole shebang ended with Tyson almost letting go of his hands and taking a swing at Paul. Yeah, Jake's entire life flashed right in front of his eyes at that moment.
for coming out.
The internet was on fire after that press conference. Twitter was absolutely roasting Jake Paul. Jake Paul got scared was trending worldwide, and people were coming up with the funniest memes and tweets. There were tweets like, Jake Paul just experienced what it feels like to be on the menu, and Tyson could have ended Jake's career in one punch. It was a total social media meltdown, and Jake definitely became the laughingstock of the internet. So, there you go, Fight World, that's all I have for you today. What are your thoughts on Mike Tyson clowning Jake Paul in the new press conference? Fill in the comment section with your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more boxing news. See you in the next video.